Hello and welcome to day 26 of 30 Days of Lightroom. We're almost done with this series. I am so excited to be introducing Lightroom Mobile. That's right, all of the features that we know and love from Lightroom Classic and Lightroom on the computer are now available on the phone. Today we're going to show you how to use it. Hello and welcome back to our series where we teach you everything you need to know about Lightroom in 30 days. Now we're transferring all of our knowledge onto our phone or tablet with Lightroom Mobile. How insane is that? So over the last couple of days, we've introduced new programs into the mix. We started off this series with Lightroom Classic, which is the professional level editing tool used for organizing and editing images that are based on your computer. Then we introduced Lightroom, originally called Lightroom Desktop. Now it's just called Lightroom, and it's the cloud-based editing program on your computer. And that syncs perfectly with Lightroom Mobile, which is also the cloud-based program. Now, the fantastic things about Lightroom Mobile are that you can take images directly in the application. You can take raw photographs. You can bring in images that are on your phone or mobile device, and you can edit the images. Now, if you did import images to your computer, let's say you have images from your mirrorless camera, they're full raw photos, beautiful, high quality, and you imported them on your computer, well, those are going to automatically sync with the cloud and be available on your phone at any time. So if you're out and about, you want to show someone your portfolio, they're available for you, and you can export them and send them however you'd like. So today, we're going to give you a program tour, how to use Lightroom Mobile on your phone. So we're going to start off with the tabs on the very bottom of the program. You can see we have Device, Lightroom, and Community. Let's go ahead and click on Device. Now here are going to be the photos that are actually on your device, whether it's a phone or a tablet. These are some images that I made using AI, some kitchen inspiration. But if you had some photos that you took from a recent vacation just with your phone, you can edit those directly in Lightroom as well and bring out the best of those photos. Now, the next tab we have is Lightroom. These are the images that you've brought in already into Lightroom and will sync across all of your devices. And you can see we have two buttons here on the bottom right. We have the add icon, so I can add photos from my device. So if I want to, I can just bring in a raw photo or a JPEG photo that I have on my device. We can go to our files, and then if you have a USB-C, like an iPhone 15 or newer, for instance, you can actually connect a camera or a memory card, which is really cool, directly to your phone or your tablet, and you can import straight from there as well. Now, you also have a camera icon right here, and this will allow you, well, you're gonna see, I'm just looking at my computer here, but this will allow you, at the very top, you can see DNG. So this will be a raw file that you can import directly. You can take this image. There we go. Let's go ahead and just take this image of my computer. Very fancy, fantastic. And you can see this image is now in Lightroom. So let's go ahead and X there. And as I took that photo, we can see now this photo. It's a photo of a photo. We're getting very meta today of Lightroom. These are my actually like nice imported images. By the way, all three of these yoga images that you see here, you can download totally free, so you can follow along in the link right down below. Okay, so those are the various ways of bringing images into Lightroom Mobile. Now, if you're in the device tab, that's totally okay, but you will have to import the images into Lightroom in order to actually edit those images and have them sync to the cloud. So again, just click on this little plus icon down here on the very bottom, and that's where you can bring them in from your device. So we've gone over the device tab, we've gone over the Lightroom tab, and then the community tab. So here on the very bottom, we have a community tab, and this is where we can actually see images from the community, which are really cool. We can see trending images, we can see edits, and just like we've seen in Lightroom on the desktop, you can see new images here following, and then remix as well. So you can actually take other people's images and edit them as you would like. This is a fantastic way to start practicing if you want to. So I highly recommend this remix tab if you're new to Lightroom Mobile. Okay, let's get back to our sample images. So here you can see these are the photos. Now, all three of these photos are included. You can download, follow the link right down below. It's totally free. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and start by clicking on our first image. And this is basically where everything happens. This is the editing of this photograph. Now on the very top, we're gonna go through these tools on the very top because we're just gonna go in order, basically. All right, so let's click on I for information. Now here you can see the information that was actually embedded in the metadata of this photograph. So you can see this is photographed on a Nikon D800 with 58 millimeters. You can see the capture date, you can see the shutter speed, everything. Now I can also set a rating, so I can give this 5 stars if I want, and I can give it this a pick that I want here as well. So I can do this basically my culling process if I want to go through my photos. And that, again, literally everything that I do here is going to sync with Lightroom on the desktop. So I just want to say that. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and scroll down. You can also click and hold on your image. There we go. Let's go ahead and bring that down. You can also just click and hold on your image and drag up, and that's going to go ahead and make sure that that's a pick. You can click and drag down, and that's going to make it a reject. So it's just a kind of a quick way of culling through your photographs. And then of course you can go through different photos here, and I can make these all 5 stars. Why not? So I can see everything here in the film strip, which is really nice. All right, let's go ahead and go back. All of that is located within the information. Up here on the top, we have a history. Basically, you can reset this all the way back to its previous version or just go back undo. You have a question mark. You can search through the tools and features. This is a great way also to learn how to use the app. It's pretty self-explanatory, but everything you need to know is here in the question mark as well. Next, we have exporting. So this is where we can actually save a copy to our device. So right now I'm working, this is a raw photograph that's saved into the cloud, right? So let's say we make some edits to this photograph, which we'll do in just a second. Then you want to go ahead and share this to social media. Well, you're going to want to save a copy to your device, or you can just share it to your various platforms. Okay, you have some other options here, and you can see send to Instagram directly. Personally, I like to just save it on my mobile device and then upload it to Instagram on my own, but that option is built in here. Okay. Next, we have our cloud functionality. This is where it's going to make sure this is going to give us our sync updates. So any changes that we make, it's going to let us know like if it has in fact synced with the cloud. Okay. And then we have some more options here. We can save this to the device. We can organize it, change our view options, and we can copy and paste settings. So if we have a number of photos and we want to edit just one in those series, we can copy the edit settings from that image and then select the other images in that series and then paste the edit settings there. Okay, so again, all this functionality is in Lightroom on the desktop and Lightroom Classic. It's just, I want to give you a program tour to show you where this is on the phone as well. Okay, now here at the bottom, you have actions. Now this is a relatively new feature here. You might have to get access to this. You might have to request access, but these are like auto actions, and it's going to analyze your image using AI and do its best to completely like edit your image. And you can see I just clicked on auto, and that looks fantastic. Now here you can detect the subject if you want. You can make your subject pop. You can just go through these different actions. So this is a really nice way that, like, instead of going through the manual process of selecting your subject and doing the edits, it's all going to be automatic here. Let's go ahead and click that. The background, it's going to detect the background, and I can go through and there we go. In this case, it's going to activate a lens blur, which is really cool. So all of these are basically presets, and I think these are fantastic because don't forget, this is still editing the full raw image, okay? It applied a lens blur, which is absolutely incredible. Let's go ahead and bring up the amount on that slider. I think that looks really good, okay? And again, all of these are background edits here that it's doing to the background. So some of these take a little bit more time, but the lens blur specifically is really cool. Again, I think the big bonus here is that this is all working with your raw photograph. So this is not some like cheesy plugin or filter or something like that. It's actually using the advanced capabilities of Lightroom to make these edits. Okay, you can click here on the sky. It's going to automatically detect the sky, and then you can, set different settings for how you might want your sky to pop. And that looks really great. So this is a relatively new feature here in Lightroom on Lightroom Mobile. You can even go to retouch and say, yeah, retouch the skin of this person. You can even smooth their skin. So all of these features are built into the app, which is really cool. So next up, we have our presets. Now, presets are like these were introduced with Lightroom Mobile, and you can see here I have like a blue hour preset that I can click on, and then I can adjust the settings here for my blue hour, which is nice. I think the presets are really nice. However, and we have some adaptive sky presets, adaptive portraits, adaptive subjects. There are even some recommended presets that these are actually user generated. So if you like some of these, you can go ahead and click on them and see how they look. I'm going to hit on this X, or you could just hit undo right here if you want to go back. So we've gone over the actions. Now these are super powerful. You might have to request access for them, but I highly recommend using the actions. Now, next we have our presets, and let's go ahead and click on the presets, and I'm just going to hit back. We have recommended presets. Okay, this is going to analyze your photo and give you different looks for your images. You have your premium presets, which you can see like adaptive portrait. Again, it's going to like take a look at your photo and adjust your portrait, or it's going to adaptive sky. It's going to allow you to change the sky on this image. Adaptive subject, you can see you have a lot of premium presets, which is really nice. And you can even create your own presets. Now, sometimes, like if you do like a preset, let's go, you click on recommended and you click on this. Let's just hit that checkbox. The one thing that I don't really love is a lot of these presets, you don't have the ability to adjust the strength. So in my opinion, like I kind of like this, but it's a bit too strong. So I don't really have a way to adjust that strength. So I'm just going to hit this undo button and go ahead and undo the application of the preset. So my personal opinion between presets and actions, presets is this tab located right over here. So these presets, these were introduced with Lightroom Mobile a couple of years ago, and actions are actually brand new. And in my personal opinion, actions actually work a little bit better. So I recommend starting with actions, but if you want to get some ideas on how you might want to edit your images, presets are a good way to go. I just don't like that a lot of these presets don't allow you to adjust the strength. So it's like, a lot of the time they're just too strong, and it's like, okay, I get what you were going for, but that's like a strong edit. I think that these actions actually work really, really well. Okay, so that's the first two editing tools. Now we're gonna go here into our crop. You can see with the crop, I can go ahead and just, click and drag. I can move my crop around, which is really nice. I can unlock, so I can go ahead and change how I would like to crop. I can set this to a custom size, like if you're going to be doing a 4:5 print, you can set this to be a 4:5 crop, which is really nice. Now, I don't have access to generative expand here in Lightroom Mobile just yet. That might come in the future, but that's a tool like in Photoshop where you can actually add information to your photo, like you can crop out, like add to the left or the right. But if you do want to do a little bit of a crop, this is how you can do it. You have a straighten tool, rotate, you can flip it horizontally and vertically, and you can even work on your geometry, which we've shown you how to do all of that as well, but it's all here in the crop tool. Let's go ahead and click on that checkbox. I like this image so far. Next, we have our general editing, and this is going to apply to the entire photo. So if we want to go to our light setting, and let's say we want to bring our shadow value just a little bit higher, we can do that. And again, these are all the same settings that we've seen on Lightroom Desktop, but they're here in kind of like tabs now. So we have our light, color, our blur. Let's get started. This is the actual lens blur, which will blur the background, as you can see, less and more. Incredibly powerful tool. I absolutely love this. And we have our effects, details, and optics. And up here on the top, you can do color grading as well. Okay, next we have our masking. Now, masking, as you can see, I already have a lot of masks loaded on the right-hand side. And that's because when I used, let's just hit back real quick. When I use these actions, I used a couple on my subject and my background and my sky and retouching, okay? So those created masks for me, which is really cool. I can go back into my masking and let's say maybe I wanna add a new mask. I'm gonna just go to a radial gradient. Let's click here in the middle and drag out just like that. On the left-hand side, let's click on our feathering options. Let's go ahead and make this more feathered. There we go, that looks pretty good. And then we're gonna go to our light settings, and then we're just gonna go ahead and bump up our exposure just a little bit to just draw a little bit more attention to my subject. Alrighty, maybe we'll just make that a little bit more subtle. Fantastic, and click on that checkbox. So all of the masking that we love from Lightroom on the computer is here on the phone as well. I'm gonna be saying that a lot because it's like a mirrored program, honestly. It has almost all the same functionality. Okay, and then we have our retouching, including generative AI. So if you wanted to get rid of something, let's say I want to just get rid of this like line here, okay? There we go. I painted one time, and then let's go ahead. We're just gonna paint another time there, just getting rid of the line in the boardwalk where she's sitting. Perfect, that looks good. Let's go ahead and remove that little thing right there. And perfect, let's go ahead and remove that little thing. I'm using my finger, so it's not really as accurate as a mouse, but you can adjust your sizing. But I think that looks really good. Okay, now, we can click here and just hold on the image at any time. That's gonna be the before and the after. So I think we really have a nice edit going on. Let's go ahead and click on this checkbox down at the very bottom. And again, click and hold. There's our before and after. So what's nice now is this is completely synced online. I can go ahead and export that, or I'm gonna click on the share tab, and I'm just gonna say save a copy to the device, and that's basically just gonna download this as a JPEG directly onto my phone. So from here, I can upload it to social media. You can share it with my friends. I can text it to my mom and say, look at this cool photo that I made. She's going to say, you're so brilliant. I love you so much. And I'll say, thank you. I love you too. All right. Now here at the very top, you can see we're syncing everything. It's actually just synced. But here with the cloud icon, basically, you can see how this syncs on to your computer. So now we're pretty much done with our phone. Again, all the functionality that we love is available on your phone. You can also get this on your tablet. Now let's go ahead and see how this syncs with our computer so you can pick up where you left off. There we go. And in real time, we see how that's synced up with the computer. I think this looks absolutely fantastic. Now, let's say maybe you want to go ahead and change your crop. Let's go into our crop, and maybe I want to just change this crop just a little bit. Well, I can do that really easily simply by moving my crop tool. There we go, and that looks good. Let's go ahead and hit enter. It says some AI settings need to be recomputed. That's totally okay. Let's just go ahead and click update. It's going to do this in the background. It's going to find my subject again. It's going to find my background again. It's going to do all the work for me, which I absolutely love. Let's go here into our masking here on the right-hand side. There we go. And as you can see, all of the masks are available to us. So we have this mask for the light on our subject. Again, all of this was done using the actions on my phone. Okay, so the light on my subject, in this case, I'm just going to take the highlights and we're going to just bring those down just a little bit. That's going to protect those highlights for my subject. I think that looks a little bit better. Fantastic. So how cool is that? That basically I can plug in my memory card either to my computer or to my phone or tablet. I can upload all my raw photos. I can edit these wherever I'm at, and they're automatically going to sync anywhere in the world. This is really, really fantastic, especially if something catastrophic were to happen. I highly recommend this for traveling. Like if you are in a hotel and you happen to have a good internet connection, go ahead and put all your images into Lightroom, either on your computer or Lightroom mobile. That way, you never know what's going to happen in life in general, but sometimes when you travel, if you were to, for instance, misplace one of your devices, maybe your memory card, you lose a memory card, things like this, you'll still have your images because they're backed up onto the cloud. It's going to require an internet connection. So if you are out and about and you're able to get on a strong internet connection, this is a perfect place to do it. Well, that concludes our program tour for Lightroom Mobile. Don't forget, you guys can actually download all 3 of those raw images. Just click on the link right down below. They're totally free, so you can follow along with today's video. I hope you enjoyed this, and hopefully you're enjoying the entire series. Give us a big thumbs up if you are, and click on subscribe if you want to get more free tutorials. Thanks again. I'll Phlearn you later. Bye, everyone.